Hello and good day to all of you. This is a recorded one right now. Marami akong pagkakaabalahan ngayong araw na to. That's why I decided to make a recording. So, kamusta na po? So, kahapon, um, nagkaroon tayo ng unexpected na tawag dito, unexpected na dialogue, kung matatawag ko mang dialogue to, sa isang skeptic na laging umaatake sa laging umaatake mismo sa ating page din. Actually, he always do it many times here. Not only in Christianity Makes Sense page, kundi maging sa mga personal accounts din ng mga Christian apologists, mga Christian pages, and many more. But anyway, na-discuss natin ito last time. At kung napansin nyo po yung recording ng live stream kahapon, that guy named Neil Tristan Yabut was not able to go on a tawag dito, to go on discussions live like this one. Yun lang, gumagawa na lamang siya ng mga excuses, then wala na. More than that, let's go to our main topic, no? So bakit kaya nire-reject daw? Bakit nire-reject ng mga skeptics, particularly atheists, ang Christianity? So, halina at saliksikin natin yung kanilang mga reasons. And then, let's go to the reason why we think and why we believe that Christianity is true. So, magre-react po tayo sa mga comments nila. So, first, sabi ni Mr. Rodante, totoo po ang Christianity. Ang di totoo ay yung mga ipinapangaral nila tungkol sa mga salita daw ng Diyos. Ironically, dito pa lang makikita na po natin na mayroong contradiction sa kanyang claim. Remember, one of the teachings in Christianity is all about the inspiration, preservation, and authority of the Bible. Well, tama naman yung point niya, dapat mapatunayan muna nila na may Diyos bago nila ipangaral ang mga salita nito, which is true. And later on, we'll go to discuss it again. Okay? Like about, ayan nga, Adam and Eve, na ganyan. But ito ha, if we point out that God exists, we have arguments for it. Argument from the beginning of the universe, the design of the universe, objective morality. Doon pa lang, we are already pointed out that God exists. And if God exists, then miracles are possible. So, kung let's say, tingnan natin Genesis chapter 1, no? Especially in that time na nilikha ng Diyos ang tao. Galing sa alabok, right? So, if God exists, and we know He is, then mayroon talagang nangyaring ganyan na nilikha ng Diyos ang tao ay ayon sa kanyang wangis, ng tao ay galing sa alabok. Okay? So, ang problem sa claim na ito ni Mr. Rodante, kontrahan. Sabi niya, totoong Christianity, and yet, he went on and on to say na hindi totoong Bible or whatever. So, there's something wrong for this kind of statement. Sabi naman niya, bakit daw ni-reject ni Benzer ang Christianity? Because we think logically. However, there's a big problem. Where did the laws of logic come from? Okay? If humans were just moist robots, kung ang mind ay brain lang din lang naman, how can we trust that? Next, ito yung kanyang sinasabi na yung daw pinakamagandang argument daw niya against Christianity ay yung unnecessary suffering. But here's a big problem again. If Christianity is true, then may mga reasons talaga why God allows pain, suffering, you name it. But if atheism is true, none. Walang rason. How can you complain about it if God does not exist, if there are no objective moral values? Kasi kung titingnan natin yung kanyang mga sinasabi, he cannot even explain to us kung ano ang reason ng pain and suffering if there's no God. Siyempre, hindi natin alam, hindi ko rin alam kung bakit may mga unexpected pain and suffering na nangyari, especially, like for example, cancer, yan. However, it does not even disprove the fact that God exists. It does not even disprove the truth of Christianity. So dito, parang based on his own experience kasi. However, tingnan nyo ha, how can he say na mayroong matatawag na evil deeds if God does not exist, if there are no objective moral values? Tapos meron siyang sinasabing bonus na giving me the God works in mysterious ways argument is invalid. Eh wala naman tayong problema naman diyan eh na yung ganun ay isa lamang ay invalid naman na argumento. However, to prove that Christianity is false just because of the issue of suffering, ito'y magiging burden of proof na ito sa mga atheist. Okay? So malaking problema 'yan. So sabi niya, why can't he stop it? Bakit hindi niya napigilan ng pain and suffering and evil? Oh, let me answer you, Mr. Sam Gan. Magsisimula po ito sa'yo, sa akin, kasi araw-araw tayo nagkakasala. Concerning natural evil, it is, it is, ano yung tawag doon? It is the effect of what humans had done nung sila ay nagpasya na sumuway sa Diyos. Remember Genesis 3? Oh, tingnan nyo. Sabi pa niya, if unnecessary suffering exists and God is capable of ending it but does not care, then He is not an all-loving God. Ang problema, if God does not exist, how can you define the word care? What will be your moral standard? How can you justify it? O nagtungo na naman siya sa Noah's Ark without realizing that yung mga tao doon, take note, ilang ulit na nagbababala si Noah according to the Bible. Pero hindi nila yon pinapansin, pinagtatawanan pa nga nila si Noah. Right? Now, the flood came, yan ang nangyari. It is a punishment, kumbaga. Ngayon, sasabihin ko po sa inyo, ito ay hindi po based on intellectual um, examination dito sa sinasabi ni Sam Gan. Emotional. At saka, ang point dito, remember my friends, yung mga pinagsasabi niya dito ay hindi po patunay na totoo ang claim niya. It is still a claim based on, inamin niya mismo, based from his own experience. Okay, fine. But again, if God does not exist, how can you define the word care? What is your moral standard to say na ang pagkakaroon ng care sa mga tao ay maganda at mabuti if there's no God? And what about animal suffering? Still ganun din. If God does not exist, then yung pangangalaga sa mga pets ay pareho lamang sa ginagawa ng mga ngaso. Hmm. Ano pa siya ng bonus niya even though it's irrelevant as well. Hmm. Ang ironic nga, tingnan nyo, sabi niya, I usually point out how loving their God is for wanting to torture and kill me, for simply believing that Jesus was not a God. Come on, Mr. Samgan, I hope you're listening to this. It is you who chooses not to believe in Christ. Any single person who decided to reject Christ and to continue to their sins, God will not force everyone to go to heaven against their own will. So come on. This kind of comment like you have seen here in bonus does not even disprove the truth of Christianity. Magme-make sense lamang yan if Christianity is true. Next, if unnecessary suffering exists and God is a loving and all powerful God, he must not know, and then he must not know everyone's suffering if even one person in the world is suffering. Who who in the world are you para sabihin yan sa Diyos? Ang kaso, ito pa yung isa pang problema. Kung walang Diyos ayon sa worldview mo, bakit ka pa nagrereklamo ukol dyan? Ang pinipinpoint nga, if God is loving, bakit hindi niya pinigilan yung suffering kung alam niyang ganon? Pero pagka pinigilan ng Diyos yan, like for example, yung judgment na isinagawa niya sa Old Testament, sasabihin, ang Diyos ay malupit, ang Diyos ay ganito. You see? Inconsistent na nga, double standards pa. What on earth was that for? At saka, take note, if there is no God, walang rason kung bakit mayroong mga nagaganap na mga pain and suffering. Imagine mo yung tipong nagtitrain ka sa sports pero walang dahilan kung bakit. Pinapahirapan ng sarili dahil lamang sa wala. So, actually, yung kanyang argument na sinasabi niyang pinakamagandang argument niya against Christianity, actually, it only backfires his own argument. Bakit? Kasi kung papansinin, magme-make sense lamang ang lahat ng kanyang mga pinagsasabi if Christianity is true. And actually, meron na pong solusyon. And it's Christ. You see, God became man in the person of Christ. Medyo naawa ko sa dalawang nag-heart noon sa comment niya. The usual argument to this is that it's not fair that one person can hold a God at such high expectations and accountability. Who are we to test God? But remember, extraordinary claims. Naku, Carl Sagan ang datingan nito, kapatid. Kaso hindi niya yata napapansin yung kanyang claim mismo sa comment na yan ay extraordinary claim lang din. 'Di ba? Kasi ang ina-assume niya dito, if God is all loving and all powerful, bakit ganyan? Oh, hindi nangyari doon, then God does not exist. Aba extraordinary claim din yan. 'Di ba? Sabi pa niya, if even one person suffers unnecessarily under the watch of a loving and ito kasi ang problema ng kanyang pinagsasabi rito, ironically, caricature lang. Hindi niya yata napapansin or even if napansin niya, either nagpapaka-ignorante o baka hindi niya lang talaga nalalaman, God is also holy and just. You see? Ina-assume niya din dito na ang Diyos ay masama dahil sa issue ng pag-allow o pagpapahintulot. Iba po yung gumawa sa nagpahintulot. God did not created evil. God does not create evil, but He allows it. Pero if God does not exist, wala matatawag na purpose din kung bakit. Ang problema kasi dito sa mga atheist friends natin, they even do not recognize the dilemma on their position. At saka, remember, Sam Gan, if you're listening to us, ito po ay para sa mga nasa Philippine Atheist page kasi. Let me tell you something. No, when you say that God is evil, what is your moral standard to say it against someone whom you already presupposed that he does not exist? Actually, the argument from evil is not even an argument against God. It is an argument from God. Hmm. You see? Sana po napapakinggan niyo po ang point of contention natin dyan. Kasi kung gagamitin mo yung evil to disprove the existence of God, you are in a terribly wrong position. If God does not exist, kung walang matatawag na objective moral values and duties, then how can you say that God is allegedly evil? Diba? Next one. Oh, Bakit daw niya nireject yung Christianity ayon kay Mr. David? There is no accepted peer-reviewed scientific evidence to prove that there is God. I repeat, there is no accepted peer-reviewed scientific evidence to prove that there is a God. God exists only inside the minds of the religious, only inside the minds of the religious, nowhere else. Ang problema, if atheism is true, how could I believe in this kind of statement? Kasi if atheism is true, humans were just moist robots. At bukod dyan, we have philosophical and scientific pieces of evidence to prove that God exists through the effects of His creation. Mamaya, ipipresenta natin to na maikli, no? Puro siya, no accepted peer-reviewed scientific evidence. Let me know, what do you mean by that, Mr. David Mark? Let me know. Kasi if you're talking about the evidence for the beginning of the universe, like the Big Bang, cosmic radiation, theory of general relativity, ano pa? The design of the universe, like yung sa gravity, yung position ng Earth sa solar system, yung position ng solar system sa Milky Way galaxy. How about the DNA? How about the moral values and duties? My friends, we know that God exists through the effects of His creation, consciousness, laws of logic. So, gusto kong itanong uli, what do you mean by your remarks that there is no allegedly accepted peer-reviewed scientific evidence to prove that God exists? Where is it? I mean, what do you mean by that? How did you come to that conclusion? Hmm. Science bang tinutukoy mo o scientism? Well, let me know. Next, hindi na kailangang patunayan na hindi totoong Christianity. Sorry, Mr. Nicky Uy. It only points out that you don't want to examine Christianity at all. Sabi niya, oh, kasi by default, magiging totoo lang yan kung napatunayan mo na totoo siya. Actually, we have good evidence on it. There are many people who already examined the evidence for the Christian faith and yet they decided to reject it. Bakit? Kulang bang evidence? O dahil po ito sa action at dahil po ayaw ng accountability? Ganun lang yun. Sabi namin ni Duncan, Christianity is true. There are many believers in the world. However, their God is a superstitious belief made up by man. Mr. Duncan, if you're watching right now, let me know. What do you mean? Kasi kung titingnan natin, Christianity is true, but God is a superstitious belief. Which God? Masyadong kontrahan yung statement mo, kapatid. Oh, and then, how come that he is an atheist and yet he recognized the truth about Christianity? Hmm. Oh, sabi niya, I do not have to prove a God does not exist because there is no proof that one does exist in the first place. O baka naman nire-reject mo lang, kaibigan. Karamihan sa mga skeptics ngayon, especially mga atheists, kapag ka pinipresenta yung mga good cases or good evidence para sa Christianity, from the fact that God exists to the fact that Jesus had risen from the dead, what they can do? Deny pa more. Ina-assume na there's no evidence for Christianity. Claims are not evidence. Did you remember Anthony Coconut? Na isa sa mga miyembro ng patas na sige ang pagtotroll noon? Yun ang nangyayari. Anyway, sabi naman ni Mr. Clarence Tamayo, sabi niya, ang mga Christianity o mga Kristiyano, guys, if you want to write a statement, paki-correct, okay? Oh, I'm not saying na correct yung aking pagkakasulat. Minsan lahat naman tayo nagkakamali. But wait, if there are no objective moral values, if atheism is true, paano natin malalaman na tama o mali yung spelling? Anyway, o sabi, itama lang natin, ang mga Kristiyano ay sumasamba kay Jesus bilang Diyos na nagkatawang tao. O at least nire-recognize niya. O, pero may tanong siya, paano nila mapapatunayan yun gayong kahit sino walang makapagpatunay kung ano ang itsura ng Diyos kung meron man, kaya watak-watak iba-iba ang wait lang. Mr. Clarence, if you are talking about some kind of deity na dapat nakikita natin ng physical, you're not talking about the God of the Bible. You're not talking about the God of Christianity. You simply committing strawman concerning the reason why bakit may mga division na ganyan. Simple. Free will. That's it. So, does Mr. Clarence disprove Christianity? Not so much. Uh, Sabi ni Blue Bello, try being born in a different religion, I bet you wouldn't believe in Christianity either. It doesn't even disprove Christianity. Sabi ni Siddhartha, history. What kind of history that he was talking about? Sabi naman ni Mr. Ian Richard, totoong Christianity dahil nag-exist ito. Malaki ang problema na naman ng kanyang argumento. Bakit? Yung pangalawang point, ang sabi daw niya, ang hindi lang totoo ay ang mga paniniwala nila patungkol sa mga kababalaghan na nakapaloob sa Bible. Sabi mo, totoong Christianity, and yet you said that there are no miracles? Assuming na naman to sa naturalism tong taong to. Sad to say. Concerning the issue, wait lang pagkabuhay matapos ang pagkamatay ng 3 araw? Are you talking about the resurrection of Jesus? We have good evidence on that na mamaya italakay natin for a short time. Sabi niya naman, reasons on why we try to disprove Christianity? Well, various. Ano raw? Because religious belief ruins everyday life of people. Point 1, mali ka dito, Mr. Jemar. Kung Christianity ang tinutukoy mo, you're wrong. Hindi ganun ang turo ng Christianity, especially kung ano yung malinaw na teaching ng Biblia. Kung nagbabasa ka po talaga ng Bible, especially let's say Book of Acts, na yung mga taga-Berea, natawag silang mga noble-minded. Bakit? Dahil ba naniwala sila kaagad sa sinabi ni Apostle Paul? No. Bukod sa nakinig sila, they examined the scriptures daily para malaman kung totoo. Yan yung malaking pagkakaiba sa mga religious groups na tinutukoy mo. So, straw manning po ba kaya ang yan? Sabi pa niya, it encourages believers to force others to behave the way they want as if they had the right to do so. Ang problema, uli, yung tinatawag na objective moral values. Mr. Jemar, alam mo po na torturing babies for fun is wrong. Doon pa lang may matatawag na tayong objective moral values dyan. At kung totoo yung sinasabi mo na Christianity encourages believers to force others to behave the way blah 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 blah. Again, it is a big problem again for their part, for their argument again. Bakit? How did they know? Sa bagay, naintindihan naman natin na there are other groups talaga na ini-enforce yung kanilang by you know what. Kaso sa Christianity, it doesn't. Ngayon, kung ipipinpoint nila yung turo about hell, come on. Kaya maraming natatakot sa impyerno, kaya ganyan na lang, mag-aminan na, kasi ayaw po natin ng tinatawag na moral accountability. Aminin na natin. Yung tipong kulang na lang sasabihin ng iba, parang nangangarap na sana walang Diyos para I can do all I want. Kaso, we have good evidence that God exists. Again, Mr. Jemar, no one forces you to be a Christian. Kung ayaw mo, then fine. God will not force you to go to heaven against your will. Ganun lang yun. Sabi naman ni Ginoong Juan Dalisay, walang supernatural powers ang Christianity. If you're talking about this, okay, fine, mayroong mga mga pinoproklamang miracles sa ibang group or ibang religion or whatever. Ang kaso nga lang, ito malaking dilemma. I don't know, Mr. Juan, if you are an atheist or an agnostic or kabilang ka sa Eastern religion, kasi nabanggit mo yung Taoism, Buddhism, at Hinduism. But what if Christianity is true? Take note, kung supernatural powers lang naman ang trip ng argument mo, kulang pa yan. Isa pa, yung tatlong nabanggit mo, pwede natin i-discuss yan. Why Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism are not true. I-discuss natin yan in the future. For the meantime, concerning to Christianity, we have good evidence about the resurrection of Jesus. Sabi ni Popsy, balikan natin ang pinagmulan ng Christianity. Tinalo pa nila si Hitler sa kabutalan nila sa mga gusto nilang umanib at maniwala sa kanila. Are you talking about Middle Age? You see, hindi dahil sa merong ginawang kalokohan at karumal-dumal na gawain itong mga taong nagsasabing Kristiyano raw sila, hindi po ito ibig sabihin na ito ay turo ng Christianity. Come on. You're not doing good job here. Nagtungo ko sa Battle of Mactan, blah, blah, blah. Ang kaso nga lang, Mr. Popsy, that's not a good case against Christianity. We are all wretched. We are sinful in nature. That's why we need the Savior. You're just recognizing the fact na meron talagang pain and suffering at evil. You're not really disproving the existence of God. You're not really disproving the truth of Christianity. You almost unintentionally prove to us na meron talagang pain and suffering. Pero bakit? 'Di ba? Oh, sabi pa niya, mahabang usapin pa yan, basta doon lang tayo sa totoong nangyari lang. Hello, we're living in reality, my friend. But again, you're not really disproving Christianity by means of that. Did you ever dare to study what the first century disciples of Christ did? Yamang binagit mo yung history, itong challenge ko sa'yo. Homework mo yan. I-re-examine mo yung early church history from first century down to third century. At para malaman mo kung ano yung naranasan ng mga taong inilagay ang kanilang pagtitiwala sa Panginoong Jesus, ano pat they are willing to die for their belief. Because they witnessed an event na nagkaroon ng malaking impact sa kanila. And we're talking about the resurrection. Sabi pa niya, the attic, parang kwan siya, ano? Nakakalimutan ko. Ano to? Troll account, I guess. Walang Diyos, scam yan. What do you mean? Okay, sabi ni Ryuga, ikinukumpara niya yung pananampalataya sa Diyos sa issue ng karma, pasma, blah, blah, blah. Eh, ang problema, yung tinutukoy niyang mga ganyan ay may malaking difference. Kasi when it comes on the issue of the existence of God, we have good evidence on it. Lagi natin nababanggit dyan. And by the way, concerning dun sa mass delusion, ganyan, let me tell you something. Ryuga, listen, have you ever examined the evidence for Christian faith? Meron pa siyang sinasabing counter-argument daw. No? Tapos yung issue ng the earth is flat, blah, 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 blah. However, sapat na bang evidence to disprove Christianity? I don't think so, Ryuga. Again, aralin mo muna. Do your homework. Ito, kilalanin natin tong Luna Bell na ito. Yan ang sinasabi ko. Sabi niya na wala raw strong evidence para sa resurrection. Lahat daw ng testimonya ay naisulat decades daw. after the death of Christ from anonymous people who were not first-hand eyewitnesses. Asan pong evidence dyan? Lunabel. Claim din yan na walang solid evidence. Actually, we have good case for the reliability of the New Testament na ito talaga ay naisulat early. Ito po ay sinulat ng mga eyewitness accounts at hindi po talaga nagsisinungaling yung mga nakasaksi. Ang kanyang claim ay isang patunay lamang na, una, they are not really interested in examining the cases for the truth of Christianity. That's it. At kung matatandaan nyo, I don't know kung saan yung live stream na yan, kapag ka pinipresenta natin yung case dyan for the truth of it, they are saying there's no evidence, there's no evidence, there's no evidence. Did you remember yung pinanood ko na video from Dr. David Wood about Richard Dawkins' claims? Na pinipinpoint na kahit may mga evidence na nagpapatunay sa Christianity, still ayaw niyang maniwala na may Diyos. Yan po yung point niyan. And lastly, Christianity exists, which makes it true. However, the product they are selling isn't. Ang problema, it does not even prove Christianity is false. Again, sabi niya, observe, question, and you'll understand what religion is all about. Okay, so Mr. Justin, ganyan din ang sasabihin ko sa'yo. Observe, question, and you'll understand what your worldview is all about. Why? Simple. You must have to recognize the both sides of the worldviews na yan. Was it Christianity or atheistic worldview? Kaya do your homework. Bakit daw ni-reject daw ni Monching ang Christianity? Ang Biblia raw. Mr. Monching, I know you're listening. Kung sinasabi mong ang Bible ang dahilan kaya ka naging atheist, what kind of reading in the Bible are you going through? Nire-examine mo ba yung mga konteksto niyan or not? Anyway, what did you notice dun sa mga claims ng ating mga kaibigan kasi ay simple. Napakasimple lang. Most of their comments were all emotional. Tapos pinipinpoint yung history, kung ano-ano. Ang kaso, lahat ng kanilang mga comments on why they reject Christianity, walang basis. Ano yun? Para lang maging cool? Diba? Sa bagay, sabi ko nga kanina, we cannot force everyone. Let them decide. And let them re-examine their presupposition, so to speak. Ang sa atin bilang mga mananampalataya, bilang mga Kristiyano, we must continue to go and make disciples. That's it. Hindi po tayong magko-convert sa kanila. It's God and God alone. Lalo na kung ang mga taong yan ay magde-decide na i-re-examine yung mga patunay concerning Christianity, concerning the existence of God, you name it. Now, kung ayaw talaga nila, then fine. But what if Christianity is true? Diba? Well, with all that said, that's all for now. Yun, pasensya na, ang ginawa ko na lamang muna, recording, ang dami ko pang kailangan pang gawin ngayon. But if the Lord wills, maybe tingnan po natin na mag-live stream tomorrow lang live. So, ayun, tinalakay po natin yung kanilang mga comments. Yung mga komento nila, why they reject Christianity. That's all for now. And I hope nakatulong po sa bawat mananampalataya na malaman yung iba't ibang mga rason At dapat nga mapag-isipan ng bawat mananampalataya na huwag po tayong tatamad-tamad pagdating sa pag-evangelize sa mga tao. Okay? At syempre, pag-edify sa mga mananampalataya, so to speak. So, that's all for now. Thank you for listening to to this um to this recorded stream. At ang next na i-discuss natin, kasi we have a question kasi, na kung totoong Christianity, maging Kristiyano ba sila? So yan po yung ating tatalakayin in our next time. Lord willing, magla-live stream talaga tayo. Concerning pala kay Mr. Neil, as of now, naka-block siya. Hindi dahil sa parang natakot or what. Alam nyo kasi, kapag kaganyan na yung naging, ano, ah, naging, naging reaction reaction niya, like, magkakaroon na siya ng emotional outburst, personal attacks, ganyan. It's better for me to do an action, which is to block. Siyempre, kung hindi naman na talaga interesado yung tao, tapos kung ano lang sinasabi, then that's enough. Okay? Hindi dahil hindi dahil sa parang naduduwag. No. Hindi po. Actually, yan na lamang yung po kumbaga yung masasabi kong tamang gawin. Kasi kapag let's say patagalin natin yan, ganyan, tapos kung ano-ano na lamang yung mga bira-birada na lamang yan, gaya ng kanyang mga ginagawa sa about Christian pages, well, it's better for me na lamang to block that. Well, God have mercy. God have mercy for him. Yun ang masasabi ko. At nawa, magkaroon siya ng re-examination sa mga pinagsasabi niya, yung mga argument na kanyang pinapresenta, at ikumpara niya po yun sa truth ng Christianity. Well, that's all. And nawa, we have learned a lot about this. So God bless, guys. See you on the next live stream.